Yo, what's up, Swag? And you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Keon, aka KL Swag. Back here with a video, man. Look, man, we about to write. The Colorado has now lost 17 players in the portal. 72 hours, man. This is crazy as hell, man. Shout out to Matt Be Great, and let's get into this Colorado video, man. Y'all already know, man. I'm gonna keep it real and say how I feel, and I don't give a fuck what y'all think. I don't be caring what a lot of people think, bro. I speak my mind. And, yeah, that's why y'all subscribe to me. Because y'all know I keep it real, But look, man, let's get into it.
What about this? At some point, people have to stop carrying water for this guy. He has a culture problem there, and that starts with him. 16 guys in the portal is not a good look no matter how he tries to spin it.
Damn.
I know the Colorado fans in the comment section. By the way, we got a strong Colorado fan base on this channel. Shout out to Buff Nation. They're not going to like that comment.
Hey. It is what it is.
17. Yes, that's right. You heard me correctly. I'll say that number one more time for you guys. 17. What does this number represent, you may ask? Well, that's a great question, my friend, and I have an even better answer. This number you're looking at right here represents the amount of Colorado players that have entered the transfer portal in now, what is it, 72 or 84 hours? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm looking at the comment section. What is this? This guy's username is Matt B Super Bald. What? Does Matt have Skibbity Riz? I don't even know what that means. That's besides the point. Why is your username Matt B Super Bald? We're not doing this again, man. As a matter of fact, you're getting a strike. As you know on this channel, 3 strikes in your band. So that's 1, buddy. Getting that out the way. Sorry, this guy's username. It had me a little sidetracked here. Let's get back on with the focal point of this video. By the way, we're not doing no intro, none of that. We're getting straight into it. I don't got time to waste. You got time to waste either, by the way. Hope all of you are having a great Friday, and if not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. So in yesterday's video, we talked about how Colorado had not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, not 9, but 10, count them, ladies and gentlemen, 10 players entering the transfer portal within 24 hours. Insane. And with those 10 players entering the portal in under 24 hours, that then brought up the total amount of players from Colorado that have entered the portal to 16. This was trending all over social media, and I definitely think it's worth talking about because, yeah, it's a big deal. And you know why it's a big deal. Because, number one, you lost 16 players in 3 days, and number two, it's involving Deion Sanders and his Colorado team. There's plenty of other teams that have lost a bunch of players. You see them right here. I think Houston's another one that's lost a lot, but come on, man. You know nobody's going to talk about Houston because it's Houston. It's not Coach Prime. Speaking of Coach Prime, a reporter asked him yesterday about all these players leaving, and here's what he had to say. Matt wrote a clip.
You're losing some guys to the portal. What are you looking for to reestablish? What position groups are you hunting in the transfer portal?
I wish you guys do a little more homework when you start talking about the portal and understand what we're losing. What are we losing? I got time today.
Okay.
I trust the recruiting team. I trust our coaches. And please have some faith in me. We good. We all right. We all right. What happens with the portal, man, and you guys need to know, a lot of people are fighting for backups. I think we got some coming in from visits pretty soon, maybe even this weekend. But we can attract those type of players, but I don't think we're losing those type of players.
There we have that. And I told you guys yesterday,
Damn.
and I'm standing 10 toes down to this statement.
Damn.
Do I think, or not do I think, but if I was a Colorado fan, would I be concerned about losing these 16 guys? No. Simple answer. The reason I say no is fairly simple, because out of those 16 guys, you might have only lost 1 at max 2 starters. You didn't lose Shedeur Sanders, you didn't lose Travis Hunter, you didn't lose any notable guys, in my humble opinion, outside of Cormani McClain and Alton McCaskill. But even at that, can you even call Cormani McClain a notable player? Because he wasn't even going to play this year. He hasn't put in the work. I get it. He's a 5-star recruit. He's got a bunch of talent, but talent means nothing if you can't put it together.
That's true.
That's where it left off on things. Fast forward time into earlier this morning, Colorado got some more not so good news. The breaking news came out that Colorado's edge rusher and their newly added edge rusher, Eric Brantley Jr.,
Never seen her like this before. Whoa, make you wanna get that. Got him coming back.
he is entering the transfer portal. This one's quite odd, if you have to ask me, because Brantley Jr. just got there. He got there in January, so only a few months ago, and here we are. He's already leaving. And I've stated this in a couple of recent videos, but I think we got to start talking about maybe, and I don't know, I'm just throwing this out here, maybe it also has something to do with the coaching staff. Is there a chance that all 17 of these guys that are leaving, it's solely on them and it's their fault? Yes, absolutely. And I'd say for a majority of these guys that are left, it's for one reason only. They know they're not going to start, and they don't want to be a second or third stringer, so they're going elsewhere. I'm not faulting them for it. That's just reality. But there's also a side of me that's saying, well, maybe something's going on with the coaching staff. Maybe they're not developing these guys. Maybe, this is just a maybe, I'm not saying this did happen. You got guys like Brantley Jr. who showed up in January, and he thought it was going to be great. He thought it was going to be an awesome program that was going to develop him, but it turned out to be something else. I can't emphasize this enough. I'm not saying that happened. I'm just throwing some stuff out there because I don't know what's going on. It could dang well be as simple as, oh, yeah, these guys, they're bench players, and that's why they're leaving. They're upset they're not starting. And period, the end to the story.
Yeah.
If you have any idea as to what's going on.
It's a lot that comes with it, you know. Now, I remember at first, I was talking about it and saying that these players are, dumb and this and that. Why would you leave? And a lot of these players are babies because they don't want to compete. But I'll say that everybody's situation is different, and you don't want to go to conclusions, man. Everybody's situation is different.
On any assumption or, hey, even an educated guest like myself, let us know in the comment section. I'm curious. I want to hear what you guys got to say. The one thing I'm going to throw out there, though, is Coach Prime has stated this, and I've seen a bunch of Colorado fans say this. Oh, well, out of all these 16 or now 17 guys that have entered the portal, we didn't lose any starters, maybe one. And you're absolutely right if you state that, but what did Colorado struggle with mightily in the season last year? The lack of depth. They lacked depth, and they got exposed in the depth chart as the season continued to go on and on and on. And I'm going to tell you right now, and this could change because the portal's wide open, football, the season is about 5 months away. I'm not going to sit up here and say the depth chart's looking atrocious. It's looking bad like it was last year, but here's one thing for sure. It's not looking too good. Look at all these teams that win and compete for championships. Clemson, Alabama, Georgia. I know Ohio State hasn't won one since 2014, but really good team that compete. Them, Michigan, Oklahoma, Texas. All these teams have excellent depth. And even those schools, some years, struggle in the later half of the season because they're so banged up. You can sit up here all day and say, oh, well, they're losing bench players. That's all fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, I've covered this sport for a very long time. And one thing that holds true is bench players, they're important to the team as well. I'm not saying your bench players.
It really is. Because when that nigga go down, you're up next. When he goes down, you are up next. A lot of that's why coaches always get on backup players and always get on the backups. Be ready. You never know when your time is gonna be called. Be ready. Be ready. Be ready. And it's like one thing about me is and when it came up to football and stuff, football taught me a lot about life. Also, you guys, and it's like it kind of teaches me right now about YouTube. I'm ready right now, but I'm gonna always stay ready. When that big time comes, when that bad time comes, let's say I might say something and I so-called get canceled, or I do a video and it blows up and goes crazy. Would I be able to handle it? Like it's life regardless. Be ready for the opportunity. Be ready. Always be ready. So that's why the coaches always get on the backups. Be ready. Make sure you look. Make sure you work on your craft. Make sure you study. Make sure you know your shit because you never know when you gonna be called on.
Got to be as good as your starters, but they have to be good football players because at some point in the season, you're going to need bench players and a lot of them. Here's another thing to pay attention to. Colorado's losing all these guys, right? And as when I'm speaking, they haven't brought anybody in. Not a recipe for success, my friend. You're losing players, and you're not bringing them in. You got to replace them, don't you? It's worth being noted that former Ohio State running back Deion Hayden, he is on his way to visit Colorado as when I'm speaking and making this video. He's not committed there or anything like that, but he is going to be visiting, so that is a positive if you do want to take a positive out of all of this. Let's check out what some of you guys are saying about this. I love seeing what you guys got to say in the comment section. Sportman said, all I'm going to say, 10 leave, 10 new good players coming, and we'll be happy to be there. Believe that. I see what you're saying because when one door closes, another door opens. When you have a running back leave, that's going to open the door for a new running back. Mailman Mo. What about that username? Shout out to Mailman Mo here. McCaskill is the only one that was a portal start, or not portal starter. Matt, what are you talking about, buddy? Potential starter, and his dad screwed him over. Yeah, that whole situation, we covered it yesterday. That's one of the ones I just disagree with. I think McCaskill should have stayed there. 2_329 stated, I think Colorado's problem is they're little. The guys that left didn't want to be there anyhow. They won't be missed, but Colorado is little as a team. Huh, that's interesting. I haven't heard anybody label Colorado as a little team, but come to think about it, last year, yeah, they were a little team. They did get bullied. Courtney's dad stated, Coach Brown said last year, Kamani didn't want to go to class and he had a terrible attitude problem. Yeah, we covered that last year.
Wow.
And I think that's common knowledge at this point. Kamani McLean, he had some issues. We got a question here. Of the 16, how
Wow, damn, he was not locked in.
many will go to make an impact at the Power 5? To tell you the truth, I have no idea. Maybe I'd have to say right now, 2 or 3 max. What about this? At some point, people have to stop carrying water for this guy. He has a culture problem there, and that starts with him. 16 guys in the portal is not a good look, no matter how he tries to spin it. The Colorado fans in the comment section. By the way, we got a strong Colorado fan base on this channel. Shout out to Buff Nation. They're not going to like that comment. But here would be my question to the Colorado fans. I'm going to challenge you with this. It's just a debate. Don't take it personal. Is this comment wrong? Let me know in the comment section. I myself wouldn't say that Deion has a culture problem. I think Colorado, the program, has a culture problem. They're losers. Simple as that. I stated this last year. Colorado, the program itself, they're losers. But, I have a really big but, you better believe this, Coach Prime, and why I think it could potentially work out, is a winner. He's trying to change that culture. I remember the video so vividly last summer when I was telling you guys, Colorado's going 5-7 whether you like it or not. And all the Colorado fans, they killed me in the comment
I definitely remember that.
section. They were hating that I was saying Colorado's going 5-7, but what happened? They went 5-7. I nailed it on the head. I couldn't have been any more right. And I also stated that should have been your goal in year 1, to win 5 games. That's great because a year prior they went 1-11. To go on top of that, your goal for year 2 should be 6 wins. And I think by that 3rd year, your goal should be 7 or 8 wins. It's a long-term rebuild. It's going to take a bare minimum 2 to 3 years for Coach Prime just to get the program out of the dirt. I'm not here to turn this into a prediction video for Colorado heading into next season, but I tell you this much, they're not going to be a good football team. All the Colorado fanboys and Shadur fans ain't going to like that, but until you can prove to me you can keep your quarterback upright, no, I refuse to say you're going to be a good football team. And a lot of people don't know this in there. Colorado got extremely fortunate just to win 5 games last year. I don't want to sit up here and overhype the situation, but I will say this much. The current state of this Colorado football team, and more importantly the program, not very good. It's better than what it was last year, but let me ask you this. Is that saying too much? I don't think so. There's many more things I could say. I'm in and off this.
I say that upgrade offensive line and defensive line, and you will be Gucci.